We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans.
Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Ready.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing. Winston. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas.
Winston to Thomas there for the Saints' first down. The Saints are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Winston. Looking long for Thomas. And this one is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 11. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, this defense for the Saints, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd and 11 now. Kelly. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Kelly.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jameis to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Winston now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 60-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a 1st down throw, Kelly. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick 6 for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monster, as we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On first down, it's Kelly. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Kelly on the move to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Kelly. He's got his man. It's Kurz. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. And taken right on the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. They run it with Balaj. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Winston. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Winston. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara, his third rushing touchdown of the year.
And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Taken down here by the Saints. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Kelly.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. Kelly. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Kelly to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Second down and goal. Kelly. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On play action, Winston. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Here's Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
fielded at the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And the tight end goes in motion left. It's caught on the left side by Curse. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Play action, it's Kelly. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And some room to work. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st and 10, Kelly. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Kelly. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now Kelly. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, Kelly. Got his man. It's London. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
To throw again on 2nd down. Kelly. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wind to the left, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Partner, this is certainly turning out to be one of those days. Here we are in the 2nd half. They're being shut out. Offense is doing nothing. And you're just saying, please, come on, give us something here to your kicker. But even this is no good.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end. Going, crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Play fake. Winston. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Finally hauled down for the 1st time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending the one away. Well done.
And it will be Falcon football.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And this will be a Falcons 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll bring as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Kelly. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Maurice Hurst in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Well, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
To throw is Kelly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Saints are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Here's Kelly to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Kelly.
This pass is caught by London.
Touchdown, Falcons.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
And this is caught by Curse. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Kelly. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it 24-13.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken from about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
From the 38, Winston forced out to his left. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On 3rd down, Winston steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pass complete to Edwards.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now a 1st down throw, Kelly.
And caught by London.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 1st down, it's Kelly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Kelly. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. Well, this was a good one. Excitement all the way to the end. You had the points, and then they were hoping for the miracle there on the onside.